Hey guys, what's up? What is up? Kuya Jason with Our Life in Philippines. So what's going on today? Yeah, something crazy. So today I started shooting a video and my wife says, "Hey, I need you to take me to town. I want to get some planters." I said, "How much are they?" She says, "I think they're like 800 to 1,000 a piece." For a concrete planter, I said, maybe I can make one. I've never done it before. But why not? I can do other things. Why not try to make a planner? So let me show you what we got going on. So, like I said, I have never done this before. So my idea is to make 4 sides of concrete. So I built this form, and everything I'm using here is extra scraps that I've had laying down in the pump house. So I got this old scrap piece of plywood that is really garbage. This is that really cheap plywood that is made out of, I don't know, like bamboo or something, and can't really use it for much. So I decided to use it as a platform. And then I had this old, what do you call this? It's like a concrete vinyl decorative board. I figured this has a nice sheen to it, so the concrete should come out really smooth and not stick to it. And then I had these molding strips that I had left over. So I figured that'll make a nice height. This is pretty decent height. It's about an inch and a quarter height. So I measured this one at 10 inches for the bottom. I measured this one at 12 inches for the top, and then 12 inches for the height. So it'll be narrow at the bottom, wide at the top. Now I need to make the sides. So my idea, since I have a small workspace here, I'm going to make 2 sides at a time. One side, one long side, let that set up and see how it comes out. And then I'll make another side and another side, and we'll see how it comes out. I also put some wire in here because I don't want the concrete to crack. So I figured this would give it some added strength. And then I have some wire sticking out of the sides so I can wire it together and then glue the sides all together. Let's go ahead and get this form set up, and then I'll be back. All right, guys, so I went ahead and got my second form done. Just get these out of the way here. Don't want to get injured. So let me show you what I did here. And I put some wire. So I put the wire to help strengthen the concrete slab that we're going to be making. So we got, it'll be 12 inches high by 24 inches wide. And then this one is 12 inches high, 10 inches at the bottom, and then it should be 12 inches at the top. All right, so next I need to mix up some cement. So I ran out of the mechanics wire, and like true fashion, I wanted to use any scraps. So I had this piece of wire left over from when they replaced the wire to the house. And so I used that. It's kind of hard to see on that gray background, but you can see. So that'll help strengthen it. And then these ends I'll use to tie to that piece. All right, let's mix up some concrete. All right, guys, now we are mixing the concrete. And in traditional Philippine fashion, used a dipper for the measurement. So we got 4 parts cement mix, 6 parts sand, and 2 dippers of water. And we'll see how this turns out. It looks pretty good, muddy. May have to add a little bit of extra cement mix, so we'll see. Wiener's getting in there. All right, guys, so we ended up adding that extra dipper of cement mix. So now it is 50-50. It is 5 dippers of concrete mix and 5 dippers of sand and 2 dippers of water. And it looks pretty good consistency. We'll see how it goes in the form. All right, we got a nice consistency. So again, we went with 5 dippers of cement, 5 dippers of sand, 2.5 dippers of water. We had to add just a tiny bit more water, and we got a nice consistency. We'll just get that filled, and then we'll use this board here to smooth off the top, and then we'll shake the table a little bit, make sure there's no air in there. At this consistency, I don't think there's going to be very much air. It is a windy day today here in the Philippines. So I got my wife helping out today, and she is putting the cement in the mold. I think we might be just a tad bit short. So we might have to up the ratio on the next batch. So let's see how this turns out. I'm using the board here to smooth. I think I might need to whip up a batch real quick, so stay tuned. When you get sand here in the Philippines, it is full of rocks. It is directly from the river, so you do need to screen it. You can see the rocks. So that should be enough. Let's go ahead and get that mixed and finish them off. All right, so we went ahead and got that extra cement in there. Now we're going to go ahead and smooth it. Any excess, you just throw in this pan. All right, let me finish that up. Show you guys a little trick here, a little vibration method. You want to get those air bubbles out. You can see they're coming out. Even though this will be the inside, I want it to be pretty smooth. You can see the air coming out of there. And then I will get a little see some of the water seeping through the cracks. So we'll see how this turns out. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so we'll see. All right, guys, stay tuned for the reveal. While we're waiting for that to set up, we had some extra concrete, so Christine has an idea. She wants to try a different method with a different design. So I got this one sheet of extra plywood, so I'm going to go ahead and cut 4 sides, create a square box, and she's going to try to plaster it. threw together a box approximately 12 by 12 by 12. Not sure what the height is. $13. So she will probably make a 12 by 12 by 12 by 12 pop. See how this turns out. So for the base, she is using a burlap sack. And we've got some chicken wire she's going to use for the strength. And then she's going to try to plaster this. So let's see how it turns out. Hers versus mine. All right, she's going ahead and cutting the screen. She's putting the chicken wire inside for the added support, and also when she plasters, it'll allow the concrete to stick to the sides. So let's see how it turns out. All right, guys, let's take one more look before the end of the day, and we'll have to come back tomorrow, let everything dry. It's been about 3 hours. This has been sitting. It's firm, but definitely not dry. So we'll let that dry overnight. And on Christine's idea, we actually changed because the trying to plaster the walls just wasn't working with this type of concrete. So I threw her together a mold for the inside. So the walls will be about 2 inches thick. Put that down in the center, and then she plastered in, cemented in that. I also put screen around the outside just for the added support. Take a good look at that. So it's about 12 inches high, 12 inches wide, 12 inches wide. So we'll see how that turns out. There's nothing in the bottom right now, just that burlap sack. So once that dries, we take apart the mold, then we can just pour in some concrete in the bottom. We'll put a little PVC in the center for a hole, for a drain hole, and then let it dry. So we'll have to come back tomorrow. All right, guys, stay tuned. See you tomorrow.